Lost Love Part 3 Cursed Bloodline A, Love Beyond. Time as the years passed my quest to uncover the secrets of the mysterious village became an obsession. I combed through dusty archives, consulted aging historians, and ventured into remote corners of the world, searching for any hint or clue that could lead me to the truth. My research led me through the annals of history, and I unearthed tales of Oliver Cromwell's ruthless campaign against the Royalists during the English Civil War. It was a brutal chapter in England's past, and Cromwell's legacy was one of violence and vengeance. But buried within these accounts I discovered a dark and obscure legend, a legend that hinted at the true origin of the village's curse. According to the legend, Oliver Cromwell, in his relentless pursuit of the Royalists, had made a sinister pact with a malevolent entity in exchange for victory in the war. He had agreed to offer up the souls of the villages of a small forgotten hamlet, an innocent sacrifice to satisfy the entity's insatiable hunger for souls. The villages of that hamlet had been wiped from the face of the earth, their existence erased from history, but their souls, bound by the vile pact, were condemned to wander the realm between the living and the dead, seeking solace and release. The village, I realized, was a manifestation of their eternal torment, a prison that materialized once every decade to fulfill the cursed bargain. Armed with this newfound knowledge, I delved deeper into the arcane arts and esoteric rituals, hoping to find a way to break the curse and free the trapped souls. I consulted ancient grimoire and sought the guidance of mystics who claimed to possess knowledge of the supernatural. It was during one of these journeys into the occult that I discovered a ritual, an ancient forbidden rite that promised to undo the curse and release the souls of the villagers. The ritual required the blood of a direct descendant of Oliver Cromwell, a bloodline that had carried the burden of the curse for generations. I have traced the lineage of Oliver Cromwell's descendants, and to my astonishment found that I was indeed a descendant of the infamous Oliver Cromwell. It seemed that fate had chosen me for a purpose, to right the wrongs of the past and break the curse that had ensnared the village and my beloved Mary. With the knowledge of the ritual and the weight of responsibility on my shoulders, I embarked on a perilous journey to gather the necessary ingredients and perform the ancient rite. It was a dark and moonless night when I returned to the spot where the village had once stood, armed with candles, arcane symbols, and a vial of my own blood. As I began to chant the incantations and draw the symbols in the dirt, a chill descended upon the landscape. The wind whispered secrets, and the very earth seemed to tremble beneath my feet. I could feel the presence of the trapped souls, residential-less and yearning for release. Suddenly a spectral figure emerged from the shadows, a wraith-like apparition with hollow eyes and a mournful expression. It was Mary, her ethereal form bathed in an eerie, otherworldly light. Is it truly you? I whispered, tears welling up in my eyes. She nodded, her voice a mere echo. You have found the way, my love, the way to set us free. With renewed determination I continued the ritual, pouring my blood onto the soil, and the ground beneath me seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. The very air crackled with anticipation as I recited the final incantation, invoking the spirits to break the curse that had bound them for centuries. At that moment the world around me blurred, and I felt a searing pain, as if my very soul was being torn. The apparitions of the villagers, trapped in their spectral torment, writhed and wailed in agony. Mary's form quivered, her eyes filled with a mixture of pain and hope, and then, as if a dam had burst, a blinding burst of light erupted from the ground, engulfing me in its BRI, and I could feel the curse being shattered, the malevolent entity's grip loosening. The villagers' tortured cries turned into euphoric shouts of liberation, and Mary's form began to solidify, becoming more real with each passing moment. I fell to the ground, drained and gasping for breath, but a triumphant smile crossed my face. We had done it, the curse was broken. Mary rushed into my arms, her touch warm and tangible. We embraced, tears of joy streaming down our faces as the village reappeared around us, more vibrant and alive than ever before. The villagers, freed from their spectral prison, celebrated with us, their laughter and music filling the air. But our victory came at a cost. I could feel the ancient power sing through my veins, the weight of the curse transferred onto my shoulders. I had broken the cycle, but the burden of its dark history now rested upon me. Mary and I, bound by a love that had transcended time and death, decided to make a life together in the village. We married amidst the celebrations. Our bond grew stronger, and in time we were blessed with children, two beautiful souls who carried the bloodline of Oliver Cromwell. As the years passed, the village flourished, no longer cursed by its malevolent past. Our children grew, their laughter and innocence a balm to our weary souls. We believed that we had finally found peace and happiness. But then, as our children reached a certain age, strange occurrences began to unfold. They exhibited unusual talents, gifts that defied explanation. Objects would move on their own, and whispers of voices from the beyond filled the night air. The villagers, once celebratory of our family's role in breaking the curse, began to regard us with fear and suspicion. One fateful evening, as a full moon cast an eerie glow over the village, our children's powers manifested in a way that sent shivers down our spines. They stood in the center of the village square, their eyes aglow with an otherworldly light, and began to chant in a language neither Mary nor I could understand. The earth trembled, and the desperation in my heart stopped. Please, I implored them, you don't know what you're doing. But they continued, their voices growing louder and more powerful, until the ground beneath them erupted in a burst of dark energy. From the depths of the earth, a monstrous entity emerged, an ancient evil awakened by our children's unwitting invocation. The villagers screamed and fled, their once beloved saviors now seen as the bringers of calamity. Mary and I stood helpless, watching as the entity's malevolent gaze turned upon us. It spoke, its voice a chilling whisper that echoed in our minds. Your bloodline may have broken one curse, but another has awakened it, hissed, and now it is your family that shall bear the burden. With that ominous pronouncement, the entity vanished into the night, leaving us in a state of shock and dread. Our children collapsed, their powers expanded, and we rushed to their side, holding them close. As the days turned into weeks, we grappled with the dark truth that our family was now entangled in a new curse, one that we had unwittingly unleashed. The village, once our sanctuary, had turned against us, and the fear in the eyes of our fellow villagers was a constant reminder of the danger we posed. We vowed to find a way to undo the curse once more, to protect our children from the malevolent entity. Grasp our journey for answers began anew, this time with a deeper sense of urgency and responsibility. And so our story continues, filled with mystery and danger, as we delve deeper into the Arcane and the supernatural natural we are determined to break the curse that now plagues our family and the village. Our children gifted with extraordinary abilities hold the key to our salvation, but also the potential for untold destruction as we embark on this perilous quest. We are acutely aware that the forces we face are ancient and formidable. The line between good and evil blurs in the shadowy world we navigate, and the price of failure is too great to contemplate, but love, the same love that brought us together across the boundaries of time and death, remains our guiding light. We will not falter in our resolve, for the bond that binds our family is unbreakable, and our determination is unwavering. Our story filled with mystery, magic, and the relentless pursuit of redemption is far from over. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: we will face whatever challenges lie ahead as a family, for it is our love that will ultimately shape